Are you guys digging the hat here? I can't believe we're back for part 3 of all of the issues with my ivory home. Holy cow, guys. 3 freaking videos for a ton of issues wrong with this house. And there is even more this time. So this is blowing my freaking mind. Oh my goodness. Now I had like a bunch of stuff like pre-recorded. I'm actually gonna go back and actually record all of this today and delete all those older videos. I kind of have what's in my mind of everything that I really need done. And so why don't we start going over that? There's actually some very big ones today. So let's get right into it. First, let's get into the bathrooms of the house, specifically the water in the house. So this is actually the #1 biggest thing that I hate about this house, and it's the biggest problem, and I cannot stand it. So check this out, and I know I'll be your gauge here. As you guys can tell, the sink is relatively dry. I haven't used it in about an hour and a half. Turn on the water, and I hate wasting water, but we'll wait for it to get hot. That is already warm, right there. After 2 hours of sitting, that is, ow, it's hot. Okay, now that's understandable because the water heater is straight downstairs. That takes about 15-20 seconds. If we go into my master bedroom, I have had 2 superintendents now show up. One today and one a couple months ago. I have mentioned this to them, and there is not a dang thing that they can do, apparently. When we turn this on and when we turn the shower on, this water is cold for literally 2 minutes. You guys have any idea how much water that wastes per week, per month, per freaking year, per day? It's insane. I wash my hands. I literally come here in the mornings. I'll wash my hands, I'll brush my teeth, and I'll wash my face. Now, usually I'm a good person and I like conserving water, so I will turn off the water every time. So I'll wash my hands, I'll turn it off, I'll dry my hands, I get the toothpaste, put on the toothbrush, rinse the toothbrush, brush my teeth, turn off the water, blah, 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 right? I have specifically, and it hurts my heart again to do this, I have turned the water on, washed my hands thoroughly, dried my hands off, got the toothbrush wet, put the water on the toothbrush, rinsed my whole mouth, washed my face after, and the water was still cold. This is insane. It blows my freaking mind. On most homes, my friend is a plumber. My best friend, Carter, you've seen him. He's a plumber. He knows what he's doing with plumbing. He says that there is so many home builders in Utah that do these recirculation pumps that you can put in here or right by your water heater. And what those pumps will actually do is, why don't we go down there while I talk? Those pumps will kind of recirculate water and make sure that that water is hot automatically. Now, the issue with those is that they use power, obviously, so your electric bill is going to be a lot higher, which is completely unnecessary. And they are costly. They're $100, $200, which I don't need to pay. Anyways, guys, that sucks. In Utah especially, we have crazy droughts, and that wastes so much water if I'm actually caring about hot water, which, you know, I usually just brunt through it because, like I said, I love saving water. It means a lot to me. Water is huge, and for some reason, like, I think it was last year or a year and a half ago, like, I saw this video or something, and I kind of got scared, like, they was going to run out of water. I know it's not, but, like, in my head, right? And so I've been really worried about it. But here is the water heater. Obviously, you have lines going straight up. By the way, look at this janky ass plumbing job. It looks so terrible. A bunch of random stupid T's that don't need to be there, and it just looks like a freaking joke. So this plumbing, awful. But yeah, that's where my water heater is, and then my master bathroom is in that corner. So here to there, right? And again, it's just super frustrating, you guys. So there is the first issue. #2, bring us back into my master bathroom. This place is a mess. Oh my goodness. Okay, so you guys can see that I have one shelf here and I have added another shelf there. Now, for the longest time, I was thinking, you know what, like maybe from what I remember on our pre-construction meeting, like I mentioned in our videos, 15 hours probably of pre-construction meetings, I would remember that I asked for 2 shelves, one on each side. And because I think it came with one on top of the other, and I wanted both on each side. And I was like, maybe I'm crazy, maybe I just asked for one. No, check our pre-construction notes, 2 shelves. Superintendent came and said, you don't want us to do this one because we're gonna have to tear this tile out and put a new thing in because that's not just glued on. Totally understandable. Tear up the freaking tile. Do a good job, tear it up. I don't care. I asked for it to be there. Put it in there. But nope, he said, we can't do that. We're just gonna send you a check, reimburse you for $25. That's like a meal for two at McDonald's, bro. Ridiculous. Part 3 takes us to the garage. Really, it should take us to all around this house, but mostly in the garage. And that is a problem with these outlets. Okay, check this out. I kid you not, my entire weight is leaning against this outlet. If it would focus, that would be cool. I am literally leaning. If you could see the angle, I am leaning against this and it is still not going in. These are the stiffest outlets. I can't fit, I can barely get anything into here. You have to like wiggle it. Again, superintendent says that is a child lock, whatever feature on these, which means that it's not just a child lock, it's an adult lock too, because I have to put all my strength into putting a freaking outlet into a wall. And some of these actually just short out because the thing doesn't go in far enough. So really cool. All right, while we're here, let's get into issue number 4. I think this is for this video. Check it out. Yes, sir. We've already got stucco cracks. What? We've got chunks of stucco missing out of a freaking corner. What? How crazy is that? Oh my goodness, you guys. How big of a joke is that? Look at these freaking cracks all along this wall. And I get it, it's probably winter and it's cold and the house is like settling because whatever, and a bunch of water always like sits down here, and this is always a freaking swamp because they don't know how to grade right. So a bunch of water again settles right here, never dries. It is still wet while everything else is just bone dry, besides the puddles that form there. So yeah, that's why I'm assuming this is all cracking. And then for the longest time, that spout was literally just dumping water down. And then as you guys can tell, I actually dug this trench to put this downspout in, or whatever, this hose in, so it actually can drain downwards, because it was literally just pulling up right here and obviously sinking down into my foundation, which is sick. Anyways, guys, let's talk about the final issue, and this is some bullshit, you guys. Okay, so the superintendent, he literally just sent me a text about this because I forgot to mention it while I was walking around with him. So when I bought the house, right before we moved in, our final meeting, the superintendent said, hey, this guy's name was Scott, I believe. Nice dude, like super freaking nice guy. I really liked him. Unfortunately, he quit. He said, hey, I'll come in and I'll grade all of this down, because as you guys can tell, if I can walk over here, avoid all this mud, as you guys can tell, look at how flat my neighbor's yard is. Looks perfect. Awesome neighbors, I like them so much. But yeah, their yard is perfectly flat, easy for any landscaper to come in and do their job. While here, as you guys can tell, hopefully the video shows it, this is a giant hump. This is also a hump, and this hump goes all the way down to the end, and in fact my property line is up top here. They literally need to cut all this out and give me that dirt, or whoever the heck else gets the dirt. My property line literally goes to that first tall fence post. So yeah, they're gonna have to cut all this out. And then if we walk over here, I'm sorry if this is getting really lengthy, you guys, but again, this is a huge thing. And then the entire house will drain down this way, which is kind of understandable because we are on a hill, kind of like a small little hill. Look at this little river caused by my amazing digging skills, and that actually is getting water away from the freaking foundation. So I'm gonna stand right here at this corner of my yard. And look how tall. Okay, I really wish that this could be described to you, but this is ground level, okay? You see how big of a rise this is? This is like, I would say about 1.5 to 2 feet of rise. And so especially right here, this all just dips down. This is muddy and disgusting. So all this needs to be graded out. And like I said, Scott, really nice superintendent, said, hey, you know, I'll do it for you. Unfortunately, he did not do it. I had another superintendent come out. His name is Sherm, older gentleman, really nice guy still, for the most part. And he said, yeah, you know, it's really muddy right now. We'll probably come out in like April or something, April, May, and get this done for you. Cool, heck yeah, of course, do it. The guy that just came, his name is Tony. He's the guy that told me you can't do shit about my shelf in my bathroom. He also said that I should just install one of those valves on my master bedroom, all the water. And I texted him and I was like, hey man, you know, I'm so sorry. I forgot to what am I going on about? I forgot to mention the grading in the house. And, you know, like I was told by the other superintendents, like, you know, can this please be done? Because I got landscapers coming in. I got a concrete guy coming to do a huge pad, and I don't want him to, like you saw that hump to my neighbor's yard. That's all going to be concrete. And I'm going to obviously have to pay a lot of extra money for them to even try to dig that out, as well as for the other landscapers to come in and flatten out the ground. That's going to be, I'm going to guess, at least $1,500 minimum to get that done. Tony responds with, oh wow, it just got dark. Tony responds with, that is your final grade. There's nothing we could do about that. We just grade it so your foundation is, so all the water drains away from your foundation, and we leave it at that. You can talk to Liz, warranty lady, and you can be in contact with her, and she'll tell you the same thing. Right. So in the corner where where that concrete's going to be, and where that huge swamp is, that is totally away from my foundation. Makes perfect sense, right? And then in that other corner where that huge dip is, away from my foundation, barely, right? Makes perfect sense. But when two other contractors or superintendents tell me, yeah, we'll come and dig it out and we'll flatten it out for you, especially when my neighbor's yard, again, looks perfect, like literally perfect. I'll show you guys. Again, literally their yard looks fantastic, perfectly flat. And then I've got hump, and a ginormous dip. Yeah, it makes perfect sense why my yard is finally graded, and that is it. And I'm gonna have to spend, well, I won't be, because I'll be obviously filing a claim with IVORY with my realtor that helped me out. I'll definitely be filing a claim and saying, what the hell? Because that is complete crap, you guys. I am so disappointed in IVORY Homes. I urge anybody personally, they suck at taking care of issues. They have taken care of some. I will post videos about it. It is a pain in the ass to get them to take care of any issues. They are absolutely terrible when it comes to customer service. And I get it. There's no more money to be made from me, so they're not going to do a damn thing. I totally understand it. But you got to make your customer happy. There's a reason your homes come with a 1-year warranty. A bunch of homes, there's a ton of home builders that do a great job. IVORY Homes was voted the #1 home builder in 2021. That is such bull crap. You have no idea. Really? The #1 home builder, would they do all that crap for me? I cannot believe that, guys. Anyways, that was part 3 of this huge process. I'm sorry I probably dragged on a lot, but there was a lot on my mind. There's a lot that I have to say. I'm heated. It's like literally the day that all this happened. So I'm super disappointed with IVORY Homes. If anybody from IVORY Homes sees this, shame on you. You guys suck. And yeah, that's about it. I hope you guys have a great day, and we'll see you on the next one. Later.